Is there anything you want to say to the people or the owner of Sunshine Cannabis before we move on?
So I was definitely angry for the longest time. However, Big Boss Bozo, I know he's watching. Of course he's watching. And if you are watching, I just want to let you know I'm not angry anymore. And I just want to thank you for the opportunity that you gave me. All right, you gave me this platform to speak on. And it's that very platform that got me to where I am today and all the people that follow me. So I just want to let you know that I do thank you for giving me that opportunity.
All right. So October 2021, you leave Sunshine Cannabis. February 2022, you join the Stoner Girls group. You officially change your name from Sunshine Flex to StonerBro Flex.
Yes.
And that was a big defining moment for you. Talk about how you were feeling, how emotionally that must have felt for you.
Oh, well, I was on top of the world when that happened, because just a little prior to that, I was on a live, one of their little cronies, I think Cosmic Slop, I think is his name. We had gotten into a back and forth on a live. And he actually said to me, still using Sunshine in your name, trying to piggyback off of Sunshine Cannabis. And, which obviously isn't the case. I've created my own brand, but I was like, you know what? I have been gone a long time. I'm back on the scene, and it is time to change my name so I could step out and do my own thing. So I was very excited when I was able to change my name.
Okay, so April 2022, now you're at the Florida Groves Fest. This is your first event back on the scene.
First event, return to the scene.
And you have to face some of the former friends, people that you thought were friends from Sunshine Cannabis.
Oh, man.
Talk us through what you were feeling that day.
Well, I'm going to say it was definitely an anxiety-filled day, right? I suffer from anxiety, so I think anxiety is a normal feel in the feel.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah. Never any fear or anything like that. But I hadn't seen these guys in a year, and things definitely ended not so nicely. With all the extra stuff behind the scenes. But I knew that I had to face these guys one way or another. It's just like anything else in life. If you suffer from anxiety, your therapist is going to tell you the only way you get past this, you have to face the anxiety. And each time it gets easier, So I knew I had to face these guys. And I'm like a heat-seeking missile, man. I pull up in the building. And that's exactly what I did, man. I went to see where they were stationed, and I headed over there. I did my thing.
No bad blood or anything? I mean, usually everyone's tough when they're online, and then you come meet them face-to-face, and everybody's all happy, hunky-dory, so.
Well, listen, I'm not the biggest guy, definitely one of the baddest. I'm a former Marine, Not that I'm about that, but I'm just saying, anytime you see me in the building, I'm walking by myself, I'm solo. And you're absolutely right. A lot of people on this internet, they feel safe in the confines of their home to talk certain smack online, as these trolls and stuff like that. But
Sure.
Never, ever, not one time in person have I ever had a problem.
Okay.
And I'd like to anticipate that that's how it's going to continue to be.
Now, this was the first time you came across the PowerHitter as well at the Groves Fest.
Well, no, it wasn't. I didn't come across them. I had met the PowerHitter. Shout out to the PowerHitter, man. I had met the PowerHitter just prior, to the Groves Fest.
Okay.
They had reached out to me online, and it had to do with my weight loss. The guy behind the scenes there, Jay, awesome dude. Shout out to him. He hits me up and says, "Hey, Flex, I looked at your profile. I love your weight loss. I'm going through that right now. I run this company called the PowerHitter. I'd like to send you one out. Let's do something." And that's exactly what he did.
Excellent.
So
we're
going to fire that up later.
Yeah, we're going to have to fire that up later.
We're definitely going to fire that up later.
You know, anybody who knows DroTV knows that I can't smoke and do these at the same time. So we'll fire it up after. Last time you came through the DroTV studio didn't end up so well for myself and Zach over here. So
You know, and I apologize for that. It's just what I do, right? It's not just you guys. Don't feel like I just came here and got you guys wrecked like that. It's almost like my mission. If I'm coming to hang out with you, you know, we're gonna get highly medicated. Because when I leave, I want you to tell your friends, like, "Yo, Flex came through, and he got us rocked." So, you know, I take pride on that.
to anybody watching this, 100%, if you're smoking with Flex, you might not be standing afterwards. So
You know, get the snapping on them.
So also in April, you attended the Red Eye Festival with Red Eye Tribe.
Yeah, the Red Eye Tribe, man. Shout out to DJ Shorty Rock. That's my boy. He is the leader of the Red Eye Tribe, and he threw a Red Eye Fest, and he asked me to co-host it, and it was like my first time really co-hosting something with somebody outside of a dispensary setting, you know, and of course, I accepted that, and I had a great time.
Excellent. Yeah, shout outs to Red Eye Tribe. We've been trying to get him on the show. We're gonna make it happen. So you stay tuned for that. And the homie Red Eye. So much love to him.
You know, he's a good brother. The first time that we linked up was at the Florida Groves, and we were trying to hang out. We were trying to hang out, but at the same time, I was like, "Hey, man, listen, this is my first time back, and I'm trying to explain what my original mission was. You know, seeking people." And I said, "Hey, man, I want to hang out, but I don't know how things are going to turn out today." And he looked me in the eye. He said, "You know what, Flex? I'm not never going to let anything bad happen to you." And it was in that moment I said, "You know what? This is a good brother right here," and we've been rocking ever since.
I love it.
Yeah.
So May 2022 now, you're with the Stoner Girls, you're with the Stoner Bros.
Yes.
And Liberty Health Sciences opens a location in Tampa.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what happened that day.
All right, so yeah, it was a couple nights before, the Stoner Girls, Stoner Bros, we sat in a Discord every night. There's a Discord channel. We were literally in there every night. We'll talk more about that later. But I remember Tay coming in and saying, "Hey, Stoner Girls, Liberty Health Sciences is doing grand openings. They want to contract us out. Are you guys interested?" And, all the girls, yeah, it was always offers for the girls, never the bros, There weren't really any bros at the time. And then she said, "You know what, Flex, I'm going to see maybe if they'll take some of the Stoner Bros." And they did. And so, yeah, Liberty Health Science, I did my first grand opening with them at the Tampa McDill opening over there in Tampa.
Okay.
Excellent time.
Was that your first event as StonerBro Flex with the Stoner Girls?
That was my first dispensary event.
Okay.
That was my first dispensary event since leaving the Bozo brand and True Leave. So this was my first time back in the dispensary setting representing. So
Okay.
it was an awesome day for me.
Let's talk a little bit about Liberty Health Sciences.
Yeah, well, as you could tell from my last interview with you, I absolutely love Liberty Health Sciences. Again, I feel like it was my second chance at doing what I do, because for me, above anything else, like I told you before, for me, it's about the patients. I don't care about the limelight. I don't care about the free stuff. It is nice, but I don't care about it. If I didn't get any of that, I wouldn't care. For me, it's the patients, man. That's why I'm the patients champ. So, for me to be able to be in that environment where I'm able to speak to patients on a one-on-one basis, that's where I thrive the best. I'm sharing stories. I had the degree in addictions counseling. A lot of these patients are addicts, so just hearing their stories and stuff like that, it's amazing to me. So I'm just so grateful to be able to do that. I feel like I got my second chance at life here.